Every single day, thousands of small YouTube creators give up. Most creators quit before they even make it to video number 10. Because the truth is, YouTube takes time. It needs more data than you realize. And in that time, it's easy to get discouraged, to compare yourself to others, to stress out about your circumstances. And a creator on Reddit actually posted about feeling like a failure. He said after 8 days and 2 videos, he had 2,000 views and 46 subscribers. But he thought that he wasn't making progress. And this is the exact mindset that kills channels early. Because this guy right here is actually far ahead of where I was after my first 2 videos, and far ahead of where Mr. Beast was after his first 2 videos. And yet he's still getting discouraged, and he still thinks that he wasn't making progress. And I'm gonna explain to you why he's wrong, and also the 5 things that you can use to survive as a small YouTube channel. And these are things that happen before almost every channel's breakthrough, and how to survive that phase when it seems like you're just not getting any traction on YouTube. Because I've been through this moment several times on many different channels that I've made, and there are several things you can do to get past it. And this separates those who make it and those who walk away too soon. Because the first thing you need to understand is that you're always 1 video away from YouTube success, right? You're 1 viral video away. Because once you have that 1 video that blows up, whether it's the very first video you posted on your channel, just like my brother who I helped start on YouTube a few months ago, his very first video blew up, or it's the 30th video you posted or the 300th video you posted. Either way, it doesn't matter, because when you have that 1 video that blows up, it's kind of like a popcorn bag. 1 popcorn kernel pops, and then all of a sudden another one pops, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one. That 1 video that blows up is gonna send views to all the other videos on your channel, and you're gonna see all those videos blow up too. In fact, I've had videos on my channel that have taken hundreds of days before they've blown up. And some of them were some of my most popular videos, like top 5 college degrees that are actually worth it. And it's so easy to get discouraged after a video doesn't blow up in the first few days, just like this guy right here in the new YouTuber subreddit, who posted that he put a ton of effort into a video, 10+ hours of editing, and it was performing terribly. But then a month later, he posted again on Reddit, and he said the same video actually blew up a couple days after it was published. And I've seen people actually delete videos, delete entire videos that didn't do well in the first few days, just because they think it's a failure or something. Whereas I've had videos that didn't do well for like 200+ days, and then they blow up. And if you quit now, the compounding will never happen, because the YouTube growth curve is almost never linear. It's almost always exponential, right? It's compounding. And your breakout video is hiding behind the videos that you haven't even made yet. Just like this guy right here, dad mode and dark mode. He made a ton of videos on a ton of different topics and a ton of different styles, and none of them really did all that well. And then finally, about a month ago, one of his videos did well, got tens of thousands of views, and now all of his videos are getting tens or even hundreds of thousands of views. So YouTube is less of a game of getting to the finish line first and more of a game of the last man standing wins. If you keep uploading to YouTube, it is inevitable that one of your videos will blow up. It's inevitable, right? Even if you are just like the worst YouTuber ever, you will have a video that blows up eventually. If you just keep trying and keep uploading, it is inevitable. So that is why YouTube is a game of last man standing. Whereas most people think that it's a race. It's like, oh, you have to win the 100-meter. And if you don't win that first race, if someone else is a little better than you, or someone else beats you, or you just lose to someone, then you just give up. And that's the game that most people think YouTube is like. And it's not. It's simply not. But you might be thinking, well, that sounds really slow, right? I don't want to have to wait years. And that brings me to my second point, which is YouTube isn't slow, it's strategic, right? The algorithm doesn't ignore you. It doesn't hate small creators. It's just doing its job, and its job is data collection. Most people think that YouTube is ghosting them, but the reality is YouTube isn't ghosting you, it's studying you. The algorithm isn't punishing you, it's profiling you. Just like this channel here, Noah Kwaku. About a year ago, he started posting videos, and they were getting a few views here and there, maybe a few hundred if he was lucky. His best video was about 500 views. But eventually, when the algorithm learned about his content and it figured out the right audience to send that content to, his videos started getting traction and they started blowing up. He got 76,000 views, then another one with over 40,000 views. So his videos started doing much better, and then he got his big break. One of his videos titled, "You'll See This When God Knows You're Ready to See It," got 4.8 million views in just 8 months. Now, was this video much better than his older videos? No, it's about the same. Maybe it's a little bit better, but it was the idea that mattered. And it was YouTube finding the right audience for the idea of the video. That's what made the real difference. And so when you're uploading to YouTube, you're giving it more data so that it can send your videos out to people and find the right audience for you. And once it finds the right audience, it's kind of like drilling for oil, right? Once you find the oil, you're gonna send a bunch of people there to get it out of the ground, right? And it's the same thing with YouTube. Once they know that your content is right for that audience, they're gonna send a ton of people that are perfect for your content, that are gonna love to consume your content to your videos. And this is why point number 3 is so important, which is consistency compounds. YouTube does not want to send a bunch of people to your channel just for you to ghost them. In the same way that you wouldn't want to watch a new TV show and then in the middle of a season, they just stop making episodes, right? You would hate that. Well, that's what YouTube thinks when you're consistently posting on your channel and then you stop all of a sudden, or you've never started consistently posting in the first place, right? Whenever they send you impressions, they are investing in your channel. And if you aren't consistently uploading, then you're going to disappoint people. You're going to create a bad experience for them. It's almost like if you were hanging out with a friend and then all of a sudden they just disappeared, or you're going on dates with a girl and all of a sudden she just decided to stop texting you. That would be a disappointing experience. Well, YouTube is kind of the same thing. And so the algorithm is going to reward your channel when you consistently upload. Now, once you have a big channel, by the way, because I know a lot of gurus give this advice, once you have a big channel, you don't have to consistently upload nearly as much. In fact, you can upload a lot less and you might actually have more success. But when you have a small channel, consistently uploading gives you an unfair advantage. Let's take this channel, Hominid History Hub, as an example. They cover fascinating topics including prehistoric animals, ancient Earth, survival skills, and the key milestones that shaped humanity's evolutionary journey, from our earliest ancestors to modern Homo sapiens. And this channel just started in July of this year, and they've absolutely blown up in just a few months by consistently posting at least 3 videos per week. And now the channel's got well over 250,000 subscribers. By the time this video comes out, maybe they'll have 500,000, and they're making at least $5,000 to $16,000 a month. Or take my brother Zach, who started a YouTube channel just 3 months ago, and I helped him get to 17,000 subscribers in less than 3 months. And within 29 days, he was making about $214 a day, which is around $78,000 a year run rate. Plus he was getting affiliate income. And then less than 3 months after posting his first video, he made it to $447 in a single day in AdSense money. Now, if he would have stopped at one video or overthought his content creation or only posted one video a month or one video every 2 weeks, he would not be where he is now. And same thing with the Hominid History Hub channel as well. Now, by the way, if you're confused about any of this, if you have questions, if you want to know the fundamentals of YouTube, not all the BS that all the gurus put out, but what actually matters, I have a live training this Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, quick break. This Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm hosting a free live workshop called the YouTube Content Advantage for Making Money and Getting Leads and Sales. And it's happening live on November 18th, 2025. So make sure to mark that date down right now. And if you've been struggling to find your YouTube niche, or you're worried about spending months or even years creating videos in a niche that doesn't actually make money, then this workshop is for you. Because for everyone who shows up live, I'll be giving away my Niche Validator 2.3. This is the latest and most optimized version of my AI-powered niche validation tool. And it helps you instantly test and uncover profitable YouTube niches before you waste time creating content that doesn't bring in leads or sales. And it's smarter, faster, and it's trained on even more data from real profitable channels. And I'll be giving it away completely free, but only at this live workshop. And just a heads up, there's a good chance this could be one of the last few times I'm giving a version of my niche validator away for free. So if you've been sitting on the fence, this is definitely the time to grab it. So attend the free live workshop by clicking that link down in the description in the pinned comment below to grab it, and I'll see you there. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be able to ask me questions live, so I look forward to meeting you. See you this Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. All right, so this brings me to my next point, which is your audience is your compass. Now, just like a compass points you in the right direction, your audience should guide your content strategy, not the other way around. A lot of people think that you make a piece of content and that influences the society, right? So you're basically being a market maker. You make the market. market. And in very rare cases, you can do this. And your audience is kind of like water. Think of views as water. The analogy that I like to use for this is, let's say you're in the middle of the desert and you're trying to find water in the middle of a desert. That's not easy. In order to have water in the middle of the desert, you either have to carry it there or you'd have to like make a river, like divert a river stream to the middle of the desert. Not easy to do. Instead, if you want to find water, you should go to where water is at. And so instead of trying to create water in a place that it doesn't exist or divert water to go in that place, you should just go to where the water is. Now, a really good example of this, and this is something that several of my students have done, is while everyone else is fighting over Gen Z and millennials, there's virtually no competition in the 40 plus and 50 plus space. And the crazy thing is these audience have disposable income, loyalty, and they're hungry for content that speaks and relates to them. And the numbers prove it. Let me show you this underserved market. This channel called Senior Care Zone creates content for seniors. And it's pretty much completely AI generated. And I'm not gonna lie, content isn't that good. No offense to them, but they're still doing really well because of the fact that they create content specifically for seniors. And there's just not a lot of people doing that. And so you could easily go into this niche, create better content, and you'd be able to do well too. And also, if you're a senior watching this, oh my goodness, it is so much easier to grow on YouTube. Just as an example, here's Azul. He makes very simple videos with his iPhone and he gets millions of views per month. And my client, RJ, who just started a YouTube a month ago, makes similar content and he's already got a few thousand subscribers and he's had several videos pop off and get tens of thousands of views. And he is not tech savvy, he just records simple videos. And he's recording for an audience of people that are in that 50 plus category. And the crazy thing is that audience pays like 3 times better than normal audiences. Why? Because advertisers want to get in front of them. They're the ones who actually have the money and they've got the time and they've got the buying power. And seniors, generally speaking, want to watch content from people who are like them and relate to them. So other seniors. And so that's why it's so much easier for these types of channels to grow.
What's happening, guys? In the editing process of this video, and I have an opportunity for a select group of people. So these are people who are serious about growing their personal brand on YouTube. So basically, we figured out recently how to grow a personal brand and combine all the upsides of a personal brand with the upsides of automation, right? Using AI, using things like this to basically grow your personal brand 10 times faster, which in the past used to take decades to do. And now you can do it significantly faster. And you can do this to get a better job. You know, we work with beginners that just want to get a better job with their personal brand. You can do this to make money as a side hustle. We work with a lot of people like that. We can do this to make more money if you already have a side hustle or a small business. Or if you're already crushing it on YouTube, we can help you crush it 10 times more. We've worked with people like that as well. I mean, I literally can show clients at each level. People that we've gotten from 0 to over 10K, 0 to like over 30K, from like 1K per month all the way up to 185K per month, from around 30K per month all the way up to over 500K per month. So literally at every single level, and it works for everyone in every situation. With that being said, we are only working with 3 to 5 people, and they have to be people who are very serious, right? People who are dedicated to making this work. So if you think you're that type of person, go ahead and apply it down in the description and the pinned comment below, and you could be part of our group of 3 to 5 that we help. So see you there. Have a good one.
And this brings me to point number 5, which is probably the most important point in the entire video. And that is, you don't need a lot of views to make a lot of money. And the reason why this is so important is because at the end of the day, there's only so many human beings, so many eyeballs, and so many hours in the day in the entire world. And YouTube already has literally billions of users. And so instead of trying to get more views, sometimes it's better to get more quality views, aka views that you can actually monetize. Because you can easily make $10,000 a month if you choose the right audience from a channel with just 1,000 subscribers. And that's exactly what this client right here did, Alan Urzar. Now, Alan actually makes Spanish-speaking content, and he posted a video that only got 20 views. But here's the crazy part. He was able to book a sales call from that video, and the person closed for $200 a month for a 12-month contract. So that's a $2,400 contract. So he made $2.4 thousand in revenue from a video that only has 20 views. And this is because he made content that's designed to solve real problems for real people with real money, right? He's not solving like a tiny little problem for, you know, millions millions of people and giving them a tiny little bit of value, he's solving a big problem that is very painful for a small subset of people that actually have money. That's why he was able to make money from this video. Now, I've seen some extreme examples. Most clients that I work with that are in these kind of smaller niches don't want me to give their niche away for obvious reasons, because there'd be a bunch of people that try to copy them. And then same thing goes with like some of my YouTube friends that I've met and people I've met at business conventions. But I'll just tell you, there's one guy who has like 500 subscribers and he makes around $500,000 a year and he gets almost no views on his video. Another guy I know has a few thousand subscribers. He gets about 100 to 200 views per video and he makes over $2 million a year. That guy's a client of mine. And then another guy I've consulted with gets about 1,000 views per video, has about 30,000 subscribers, and he makes over $10 million a year. So yeah, you can make a ton of money even if you don't get that many views if you're targeting the right audience. And this is really the new frontier of YouTube, right? I think this is really what most people should be focusing on, because getting a lot of views is harder. It's a lot harder to get a lot of views rather than just to get the right views on YouTube. And this is something I help a lot of people with, because there's even like big YouTubers that have millions of subscribers and they're not making any money. And I'm like, just listen, you could work with me. You could get like 1/10 the amount of views and make like 10 times more money if you make the right type of content. And that's exactly what we've done for a lot of people. So check out the live training down in the description in the pinned comment below. Now, by the way, this works well for if you're just starting on YouTube, or if you're a YouTuber who is getting a lot of views but not making enough money, or if you're a YouTuber who's making money but you think you should be making more money, or if you're a business owner that wants to start on YouTube. So I have examples from all of those different types of people that we've helped. I actually go over a lot of those examples in my live training. Check that out Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But just one example, Sean, he was stuck making around $30,000 a month for a very long period of time. Within 9 months of working with us, he got all the way up to over $500,000 a month. Now, I know that's crazy unrelatable for most people that watch this video, but we have lots of examples of clients who've gotten a few $1,000s a month or $10,000 a month, etc. too. And they were starting off from zero. So if you're very serious about growing on YouTube, you can book a call with myself and my team down in the description in the pinned comment below. That's exactly what Sean did, for instance, and he was able to work very closely with my team. But only do it if you're very serious, and also know that it will cost you money to work with us in a coaching capacity. If you don't have the money, that's totally fine. Watch my free content, attend my live trainings, and you'll learn a lot from those as well. Oh, if you want to check out an interview I did with Sean, you can check out that video by clicking right here.